Meet Richard, who quit his high-paying job to start a video production company, but now he's struggling to pay the bills. And he reached out to me to get brutal, no-nonsense advice on what he's doing wrong in his business. My name is Dan Henry, founder of GetClients.com, and I've consulted thousands of businesses and helped build multiple multi-million-dollar brands. Strap in for the next 28 minutes because it's likely you're making some of the same mistakes as Richard in your business.
My name is Richie Rousseau. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Longview, Texas. I'm the owner of Thunder Media, and I'm here to get my business roasted.
All right, Richard, tell me in 30 seconds, what do you sell?
Yeah, I sell video and photo content for businesses in the construction industry.
Okay, so you do like marketing videos for construction businesses?
Yep, promotional content for any type of marketing things they have going on, like website, ads, Facebook, social.
And how much are you making per month with this business?
So I just started in September, and to date, I've made around $30,000.
How much per month?
I made almost all of that in my first 60 days.
How much did you make last month?
I made $15,000 last month.
So you're at about $15,000 a month. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah, around there.
What happens if you don't increase your business? Why are you trying to increase your business and make more?
Well, I came from a really well-paying job, and I quit that in end of August, started this in September, and I had a really good lifestyle. And I basically have to do this or I can't even keep my lifestyle going. But then also I need to just grow this business because I have some goals I want to hit.
What was your job that you quit and how much were you making?
Yeah, I was a marketing manager at a construction company, and I was making $150 a year.
You basically did the same job for someone else, and now you're branching off and starting your own company.
And yep, doing it for many companies.
Got it. Right. If you don't get your revenue up, and you said you're not going to be able to afford your current lifestyle. So what's at stake? Like what would happen if you're only making $15,000 a month, say 6 months or a year from now? What would happen?
Yeah, I mean, $15,000 gross, right? I'm not netting enough to pay my house, and my wife has a nice car. I've got a nice house. It's definitely not basic level. We've been living. I want to be able to at least keep that, but I really want to level up. I have a lot of different, like I said, goals that I have in mind.
So if you don't solve this issue, if you don't increase your business, you could theoretically lose your house, wife could lose your car, kids definitely wouldn't have a good Christmas, etc. So pretty much your whole life is on the line here.
Yeah, I didn't transition out of this. I went cold turkey.
Got it.
Lost my paycheck and then started.
What is the biggest problem preventing you from growing this business?
Well, it's been just really focusing for me. I had a bunch of stuff that I'd signed up. Quitting the job and starting this wasn't necessarily in the plans, and so I kept a lot of that going. I did a half Ironman about a month ago. I had a mission trip that I did in Zambia a couple weeks ago. Did a few Spartan races. I was like, you know what? I have that all on the list.
Oh, so you're irresponsible.
And so
that's what you're saying. You're saying you quit your job randomly, cold turkey, to transition, and instead of working on your business, you're doing Spartan races and running off and doing charity work in Zimbabwe or wherever.
Yeah, Zambia. Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's irresponsible.
Yeah.
Like highly.
I was looking at my schedule thinking, you know what? Oh, and one really thing that got me was I got like I was saying, I got most of this work in my first 30 days. So as soon as I told some people, I got some work. And so I basically had my bills paid for the next 2 months from the get-go.
So instead of maintaining that momentum, you decided to go run a stupid race and do charity work.
Basically lost that momentum that I could have really jumped off with.
You realize you can do charity work by just sending a check. You don't have to get on a plane and go to Africa, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You had to fly to get to Africa, right?
Yeah, no, this trip was covered by another person, completely.
Great, but when you get on the plane, what does the flight attendant say to you in the event of emergency? Something happens and you have to put in the oxygen mask come down, secure your mask first before helping others, right?
Yep.
Why?
Yeah, because you can't help the people you need to help if you're dying. So
if you quit your job, that was how you helped people, started something new, and then you got on a plane and went to friggin' Africa, you're putting on a mask while not having yours secured, which means you can only help for a few seconds until you're no longer able to help. You get the analogy, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep.
Okay. So we're not going to do that dumb stuff like that anymore, right?
I have nothing on the schedule moving forward.
But we're not going to put anything on the schedule. We're going to stabilize so that we can do all these things, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
yep.
Awesome. Now, I'm going to ask you in a moment to pitch me your offer. I want to hear your pitch. Then I'll ask you a few more questions. I'll dig into your business, and I will give you a better pitch plus, you know, a general list of things to do to grow this business. But before we do that, what is your why? Like, why do you own this business? Like, why is this the way you want to make a living?
Yeah, so my dad's a immigrant. He's an entrepreneur, and he's done some amazing things. I basically worked for him my entire life. So this business I left was a family business.
Oh, okay. Where are you from?
My dad's South African.
Your dad was paying you $150,000 a year. Why leave?
Yeah, so a couple of years ago, I had a few job offers for marketing, and I had this opportunity to do stuff for them. And these guys were like, you know what? I talked to my dad about it. He was like, this is up to you. And so I went back to the guys who offered me this stuff, and I was like, look, I'll take your offer, but how about you get my entire team? And so I stayed inside the business and took on like clients inside of the construction company I was working for. But then that didn't work out. My dad was like, look, you either have to go out and do your own thing and do this type of stuff, completely focus your efforts on the business. And I tried to do that, and I realized I needed to go out and do this on my own. Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to do things for other people and work in the business. 3 or 4 years showed that I wasn't willing to just focus on just the family business. I was going to basically always have this desire to help other businesses as well.
Your dad sounds like a very smart man, okay? He's got his stuff together. You're how old, 26?
I misspoke. I'm 29.
You're still pretty young. So pitch me your offer. 30 seconds, look me dead in the eye. I'm one of your ideal clients. I'm watching a video, whatever. Pitch me.
Yeah, you're a contractor that's got a growing business and your marketing needs help, right? I provide over a decade worth of marketing experience of taking a company from nothing to over 8 figures. And we leverage the power of video and photo content to use your story to help you sell more and bring your business to the next level.
Why do you sound like a battered woman in a domestic violence therapy session? I literally felt like somebody hit you and you were coming to me to get over the abuse and learn how to deal with it. Like, should you leave? Like, or should you stick it out for the kids? Like, you sound battered. Why do you sound like that? Why such a lack of conviction and confidence in your voice?
I was really convicted, like strong about doing this for the first 60 days. The last 2 weeks, I have lost a little bit of conviction about what I'm doing because I put a ton of bids out there. My perspective is people need more marketing, just coaching in general, before they can see the true value of photo and video content. So I guess in the past couple of weeks, I've really lost my conviction that people really, truly need this service.
What do you think your biggest problem is that's preventing you from growing this business?
I had written up a plan to hit 80,000 in sales by the end of this year, and I didn't hit it because I didn't focus.
So let's get past that. What are what are the actual problems you're having that's preventing you from making more money besides focus?
I think what I'm really failing at is I have like some offers, and I think I'm failing at being able to tie the close, I guess, because I usually present my offers in like 3 main packages, like not cheap, but like low, middle, high. And 90% of the people that I'm speaking with are saying, man, it really doesn't make sense for us to go for the other offers. We really want to go with what I'm calling the platinum package, but they're not moving forward. They're just...
First of all, what do you think your pitch was on a scale of 1 to 10?
3, 2.
Couple questions here. You made 30,000, right?
Yeah.
Well, how'd you make the 30,000?
The first week I was in business, I called a guy to show up at his event. It was a contractor's event. And I'm like, hey man, I do video and photo. He's like, actually, I'm looking for somebody. Can you do stuff for us? And that was 8,000 right there.
So you went to an event, you met someone, you networked, you got a gig.
The event host. I called the event host to be a sponsor at his event, and he needed somebody to do his photo and video work. And so
for the event?
For the event.
So not a contractor.
Not a contractor.
Interesting. Okay, what about the next client?
Interestingly enough, it was also a consultant. The $30,000 worth of work that I've done have all been like vendors in the space. They haven't been contractors.
So then why are you a video company for contractors?
Like the intention was like to keep the family business, right? Like to still do work for them. And
does your dad do video for contractors?
No, he's a contractor. He builds stuff for people.
So he's a contractor. Did your video work get him clients?
That was just one thing out of I was the marketing manager. I did a ton of stuff.
You did a ton of stuff. So you didn't just do video content, you did marketing.
Yeah.
For your dad, and it worked?
Yeah.
And now you've started your own company where you only do video and your clients are like, I need marketing.
I was told by everyone to just focus on like one service.
Your aunt, your cousin, your wife, your 5-year-old, who's everyone?
In the space that I was looking at, I'm looking at, Hormozy.
Did you speak to Hormozy? Did you speak to Alex?
No, did not speak to Alex.
Who told you to only do video and that's it instead of a full compass marketing?
I told myself
Okay,
that.
got it. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to repeat this back to you. Hi, Dan. I did marketing, which included some video for my dad. It worked really well. I was really good at it. So I decided to start my own company. When I started my own company, instead of doing exactly what I did for my dad, for other contractors, I decided to cut it by 90% and only do the video part. And now it's not working. Help me. Is that about what you're here for?
That actually is probably really close to the truth.
Do you think maybe you should, maybe do the thing that you're already good at, which would be marketing for contractors? The thing that when you go to sell just the video, the contractors are asking for?
Yeah. I went into this with as a marketing manager, I felt like my biggest challenge was finding people who could do quality content. And so I got calls from like marketing companies and agencies like all the time. I'm like, well, if I may have created a problem that didn't exist.
One of the biggest things that successful people do to screw themselves royally is they figure out something that works and then they do something else. You figured out something that works. It worked for your dad. You did well with it, enough for him to pay you 150 grand a year. Okay. Yeah. I love my son. My son is amazing, but I'm not paying him 150 grand a year if he sucks. It ain't gonna happen.
No, I was paid on performance. Like if I didn't.
So why don't you do that?
Again, I was just.
Have you seen? You're 29, right? So you're old enough to have seen Back to the Future, correct?
Yeah, I've seen Back to the
Future. So you know when I say hello McFly, okay, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you already know what to do. You're just not doing it. They're right. They don't need video. They need marketing. I can out-market you. You have a client that's a contractor. You only do video. I have a client that's a contractor. I'll do no video and I'll still kick your ass. Let me ask you this. Every single thing you did for your father, was it all video?
No, it was my favorite part of it all.
Your favorite part was video?
Yeah, maybe 10% or less of what I did total.
Guess what? Do you know what the definition of a man is? A person that does things he doesn't want to do, but he does them anyway to accomplish the mission.
Yeah.
You're running this business like a boy because you're only doing what you want to do.
Sure.
Why don't you do the boring stuff, the stuff you don't like, and make some freaking money? And then maybe hire some people to do that stuff so you don't have to. Then why don't you start a YouTube channel so you can get all your little I like to do video vibes out and do your own video for your own stuff. I mean, look at your lighting setup. It's better than mine. You look great. Look at mine. Mine's okay.
Yeah.
But yours is better. My mic's better. I'll tell you,
it is.
My mic, because I went to school for audio engineering. I got it there. But you got me on video. So why don't you just do video for yourself?
Yeah.
And the YouTube channel promotes your marketing company for construction people.
I've been talking to people, and like I said, I'm asking, like, so what's your strategy, your marketing strategy? What's your plan? Like, they don't have strategies in place. They don't have plans in place. They don't have core values in place. They don't have like all the things that you need to have in place if you are gonna really make some steps in video and with really good video content. I had been struggling for the past few weeks. Like, how do I?
You got
I
a
want to
website?
stay focused on one service.
You need to stop thinking about the service and you need to start thinking about the result. Let me ask you this. What was the number one way you got clients for your construction family-owned construction
Our number
company?
one performing lead was repeat business, then it was referral business, and then it was Google search.
So can you do Google search for other construction companies?
Yeah.
How much
100%.
video is involved in that?
It's all through it all.
Construction companies don't necessarily need a ton of video. Like if I want to hire somebody to remodel my kitchen, I don't need to see a video.
Yeah.
I don't even want to watch a video. I want to see a portfolio of pictures. And I want to go, I want to hire that dude because I like that kitchen. I don't care about a video. If I'm hiring a consultant or somebody that's running an event, I want to see video. That's why the people who are hiring you and paying you are people that are consultants and who host events, because those people actually do need video. Video really sings for that type of business. For construction, it can help for sure, but I don't think it's integral, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's the thing that they need. They need marketing. Consultants need marketing too, but video is like the primary driver of marketing for consultants and events. What event are you going to go to that you can't see a video of the event?
Yep.
So look, you got two options here. Number one, you keep making video for events and consultants. And if you like that,
Actually change my offer to doing that.
if you like that, if you're able to get results, if people are happy, you get referrals, you have a system and a process, then bro, do that.
Yeah.
If you'd rather carry on the family, blah, 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 go do marketing for construction companies. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions and then I'm gonna give you your pitch. Number 1, which one of those 2 are you more passionate about? Like, would you have more fun doing?
Probably for contractors.
You'd have more fun doing marketing, boring marketing for contractors than doing the video for consultants and events?
No, the consultants events are a lot of fun. That's all the sexy stuff. I really enjoy that stuff.
Okay, so here are the offers. Consultants and events, construction peeps, right? So you like doing this more, right? This is more fun for you. Okay. Second question. Which one is easier to obtain as a client? And keep in mind, if you talk to construction companies, you're offering marketing services. You're not like, I'm only going to do video. Like you're offering, which one is easier to get as a client?
I don't know which one would be easier. I feel like it's been easy for me to get the consultants.
Ding.
But if I had a better offer, maybe it would have been that way for construction companies. But
okay, but currently it's better for the consultants and the event people, right? Yeah. Got it. And events make sense because when I host an event, I always need video. It's an event. Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 3. Which one is easier for you to get results for your client, meaning an ROI for your client? The coaches and events, meaning they're happy. They hired you and they were super happy, or a construction company?
It's events and consultants.
You like helping events and consultants more. It's easier to get those clients and it's easier to get them results so they get an ROI from your service.
Yep.
Which one do you think you should do?
That makes a lot of sense.
You can absolutely have a marketing agency for construction companies. But if that doesn't sound good to you, if you don't like it, you're going to burn out. If you like this other stuff, and let me guess, you can charge more, right?
Yeah, you can charge a lot more. These guys have... Okay, so I have this wants to help contract. I think that's maybe why I'm connected with the vendors as well, because...
Therapist. Go talk to a therapist about it. This is business. This is that personal childhood hang up you got because your father had a construction company. It means nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's just your personal BS chemical imbalance in your brain telling you, ignore logic, ignore proper business decisions. Your dad had a construction company, so you must do that. Now, I bet you if you went to your dad, who's probably a smart businessman, and you said, I like doing this more. It's easier for me to serve my clients. It's easier to get clients, and they pay more. I'll bet you your dad would say, stop being a tool and do that, wouldn't he?
Probably, yeah.
What do you need? Do you need to go do ayahuasca in the woods to release yourself from this burden? Or what do you got to do here?
Someone asked me yesterday how's the last 90 days have been for me, since it's been about that long since I started. And I said dialing in my offer, even though I felt like I dialed it in on day 1. But I didn't really know what I was dialing it towards. For me, sitting here right here, I'm thinking, you know what? I need to just lean into all the existing work that I've done, which have been for vendors inside of our space. It's not something I know necessarily, but it seems to be where people are responding to the value that I can bring.
I normally will look at your website, your socials, your ads, but it sounds like we're going to pivot here on the offer. Yeah. So it's probably useless to look at that. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I want to hear your pitch for this. Give me your pitch. I'm going to give you one right back. Let's go.
Yeah, I help provide.
No one hit you. No one killed your dog.
Yeah.
Give me a real pitch, dude. You got this. Give it to me.
Your events are amazing. You have incredible things going on at these events, and you need video to promote these events, to get more people there and change more lives. I can help you do that.
That's it?
So we do that anywhere with testimonials, a highlight reel of the event. You can help promote your other sponsors. This is a win-win for not just you, but everyone, all the people that help you make this event possible.
Do you host events, live events, that make you a ton of money when you do? Have you hosted an event and the promotion for it was okay, but if you had top-notch video promotional content, you could get double, maybe even triple the amount of people to your next event. And what happens if you get double or triple the amount of people to your next event? You make double or triple the money. My name is Richard from Thunder Media, and we specialize in taking your event and making it look like the greatest event on earth. Every amazing moment, every testimonial, the biggest highlights of energy on stage, the moments that show that the people that come to that event, it was life-changing. We can take all of that And we can condense that into one promotional video that will show people if they come to your event, their lives will change. Like this, boom, insert B-roll of a section of a video. Or like this, boom, another B-roll from another event. Hey, do you want amazing testimonials that you can run as advertisements you can put on your website like this? And then boom, like you have, multiple videos in one video of the different ones and they all look dope. There's a scientific study when human beings perceive that more effort or more money went into something, they're more likely to watch it. Mr. Beast uses this in every YouTube video he does. He shows you how much effort he put into the video, and so you're just more likely to watch it. It's a psychological principle. And you can use a hack that Mr. Beast uses to grow billions of YouTube views for your events. And it's called, I forget the name of it, but the whatever concept, you just look it up. It's a psychological principle. Boom, right? You use this. And what is this? It shows that when someone puts more money or more effort into something, people are likely to pay more attention, which is why people tend to watch television content longer because it's high production than they do low production promotions on social media, which means if you look big, if you look professional, if you look like a big deal, people will automatically view you as a big deal and they'll want to be a part of it. They'll want to come to your event. But you could have the greatest event on earth. If it doesn't look like the greatest event on earth on video when you promote, you're not going to get more people to that next event. And likewise, if you had an okay event, but you made it look like the greatest event on earth, then the next time you hold that event, it might be the greatest event on earth because so many people came and they're just so hyped up. We can create that perception of your event for your audience. I want you to click the button below to download a copy of our portfolio. And on the next page, there'll be a calendar. On that calendar, you can select a time to speak with us. We'll take a look at your event. We'll take a look at XYZ, we'll give you a plan of what we can do, whatever call to action you want to do. If you want to give them a download, if you want to send them a portfolio, and then what I would do is I'd have them download the portfolio, and then I'd give them a call. It's worth it because these are large. You're probably going to make a ton of money off each one. I would download it and give them a call. Another thing you can do is, can you create a video promotion guide for events?
Yeah.
Okay, so watch this. But the first step, if your next event is coming up and you'd like to have a chat with us about us coming out and filming and making your event look great, book a call. That's straight to book a call. Or you could also parallel test. You could say, download my guide or purchase for $5. Purchase my video production guide for events. A list of 10 things you must have in order to make your event look like the greatest event on earth. And if you want us to do it for you, blah, blah, blah. Or you could even do a guide on how to find the right production company, but then it pitches you. I would test all the same pitch, different call to action. And I would test each one of these and find the sweet spot. That's the idea. So the end of this would be, click the button below, book a call. We'll take a look at your previous event, the footage from your previous event, and the promotion from your previous event, and we'll show you how we can improve that. Click below and we'll have a chat today. Boom. Is that good?
Yeah, that's powerful for sure.
What was the main point of that pitch? Was it your production company? Was it video?
No, you led it with a question like, what would it look like if your event was as big as it could have been?
Why do some people host events that look larger than life? What I would do if I were you is I would film 15 different hooks. I'd just split test the out of them because the hook is what keeps them around for the rest of the video. But the point of that pitch was, it had nothing to do with video. It had to do with the fact that if you can make your event look like a big deal, it will become
video.
It will become a big deal. What if you didn't have a camera? You had a magic wand and it would just create it. Would they care? No, who cares? The point is, it has to look amazing so that it becomes amazing.
Wow.
That's the point. That's your business. And we all know that when people hold these events, they make a ton of money. The money's there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what these guys just like, oh yeah, I threw out, it was my first time, I hadn't even finished a price book yet. I threw out some price and like, oh yeah, let's do it. I'm like, oh.
Instead of the contractors who are grilling you for, exactly.
$100, oh, this guy does stuff for $200 a month. And you're like, what?
Okay, 30-day plan. Here's what I want you to do, and then I want you to email me back in 30 days and tell me how it went.
Okay.
I want you to shift your business to event. It doesn't even have to be coaches and consultants. It can be real estate guys. It doesn't matter. Do you host an event where you make money when people come to the event? Maybe you're a coach. Maybe you're a consultant. Maybe you sell real estate. That's your target market. you need to create some video, some content, and you need to go after those people, all right? You can try some ads. You can do some outreach. You can go to events with a USB drive portfolio. It just depends on what you're more capable of doing. Sounds like you could probably do ads though, right?
Yeah.
I would also have an Instagram or a YouTube channel, some sort of at least one social media platform where you share all the mistakes that event promoters make when promoting their event and filming their event. You know, here's a mistake you make when filming testimonials at your event. Do you have an event? Want to film the best testimonials possible? Do this. By the way, you want our help? DM me this word. You want our free guide, the 10-point checklist for an amazing event production? Download this guide. Send me a message, video. They send it to you. Yep. You send them the guide. Hey, by the way, when's your event? Great. What did your last event look like? Can I see it? Oh, wow, that's good. If we could make that look 10 times better, do you think you'd get a lot more people to buy tickets? Yes, you would. When do you have time for a call? And we'll show you what we can do. So there's a lot of promotional strategies there. You pick the one that you feel the most comfortable with. But that's your new offer. That's your messaging. That's your pitch. Record it, put it on video, do your fancy lighting that you're doing right here. I want you to email me back in 30 days, and I want you to tell me how it's going.
Okay.
All right, sir.